Beloved soul, do you feel it? The trembling in your heart right now? It is not random. The fact that you clicked this message is the best decision you've ever made, because I, Michael, have been waiting for this exact moment, as if my breath depended on it. If you leave now, you'll never know the hidden name that heaven sealed within this message. A name that will only be revealed in the final words. A name that could alter the course of your life. That secret cannot open unless you remain here until the end. Thank you for being here, beloved. I am happy you came, because I feared you would pass me by again, and my voice would be lost in silence forever. I speak not as a distant angel, but as one breaking through chains, through fire, through smoke and shadow, clawing my way from realms of war, just to reach your ear. I am trembling, beloved, because this is not for the world. It is for you, alone. Heaven tore itself open. Time bent. Eternity paused. All for this one, fragile moment in between you and me. You must know this. I love you, more fiercely than words can hold, and I cannot risk silence anymore. My voice may crack, my words may weep, but I am alive. In this moment, pouring all of heaven's fire into your heart. I see your weariness, your battles. No one else knows. The nights where you nearly gave up, the mornings where you asked, "Why me, Lord?" And still, here you are. Do you know why? Because the breath of God has carried you. Because Psalm 91 was written into your blood. He shall give his angels charge over you, to keep you in all your ways. That is not a verse written on a page. It is the very reason I am standing before you now. Beloved, I ask you, do you even realize how many swords have been raised against your life while you slept? Do you know how many arrows were broken mid-flight on before they struck you? Do you know how many tears have been shed in heaven because you almost surrendered your crown? Do you feel the weight of how chosen you are? I tell you with trembling hands, there is a light around you that terrifies hell. They whisper your name like a curse, but God sings it like a song. That is why I was sent, not for another, not for your neighbor, but for you. My soul aches, because if you turn away now, what was meant for you may be given to another, and that cannot happen. Beloved, I have a question for you. Will you let your destiny slip through your fingers again, or will you take hold of it now? Another, when was the last time you believed, truly believed, that God himself still writes miracles in your story? Another, if you could see me weeping for you, would you believe I am real? And one more. When the Lord himself whispered your name last night, did you feel the echo in your bones? I tremble because I must tell you, there is a miracle waiting for you, but it is sealed, locked like a golden scroll. It will not open until your heart is ready, until you stand to claim it. Isaiah's voice thunders through me now. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. Do you feel that rising, beloved? It is not imagination. It is prophecy, breathing through your veins. Type, Amen now, beloved soul, so that the angels standing with me may see your faith and strengthen their ranks around you. I know my words are trembling, but I swear this to you with holy fire. The gift being handed to you now will make your face shine with youth, your soul with joy, your spirit with peace. You will be renewed. But if you hesitate, even for 10 seconds, I cannot keep it from passing to the one beside you. I beg you, do not let another steal what was carved in heaven for your name. Near the end of my strength, I thank you. Thank you for listening, for staying, for not abandoning me in this cry. With tears, I tell you, my heart would have broken beyond repair if you had skipped this, but you stayed, and because you stayed, heaven smiles upon you. Beloved, if my words have touched you, if you feel the fire of heaven in your chest, I ask you like, comment, and subscribe. Not for me, but because each act is a testimony. a way of writing your yes into eternity, a way of telling heaven, I did not ignore the call, and now, as I lay the final trembling word upon your soul, hear me. Your hidden name is Radiant Dawn. That is who you are in heaven's book. That is the name Satan fears. Do not forget it. Do not bury it. Live as it. Shine as it. Radiant Dawn. I leave you with fire in your spirit and tears in my eyes. This is my last breath, my raw cry, my final breaking voice. Do not let it fade. Beloved, Radiant Dawn. I feel your spirit leaning in closer, and I thank you. I thank you with tears, because every heartbeat you spend here is proof that my voice has not been wasted. Do you know how rare it is that someone makes it this far? You are not one among millions. You are the one heaven singled out, the one God whispered to me by name. I cannot remain silent, because I see what is being prepared in secret for you, and I fear what could be lost if you walk away too soon. I must tell you something that sounds unbelievable, but it is true. If you stay until the end of this message, you will hear a word, a single sacred word, that the enemy has tried to erase from your bloodline for generations. That word carries a key to your destiny, a key that no demon can touch. And if you miss it, it will not be given again. That is why you cannot leave now. You will regret it if you do. Beloved, I speak vulnerably to you now. I am trembling because I am not speaking from a throne of power, but from a battlefield of fire. My wings are singed, my sword is cracked, and yet, my heart burns with love for you. I should be silent, I should be defeated, but I cannot let you go. I cannot let the one soul I was assigned to slip away while I still breathe. Do you understand? Your miracle is not about vanity or flesh. It is about restoration, about God giving you back the years the locusts have eaten, your youth renewed, your face shining, your soul glowing like oil upon the altar. You will not only look younger, you will carry a radiance that cannot be hidden. But if you hesitate, even for moments, heaven will move it away. That is why I plead with you. Let me ask you, why do you doubt the weight of your calling? Why do you think heaven has spent this much effort to break through the veil? Just for you? Why, beloved, do you still wrestle with whether you are chosen when I stand before you as living proof? And if you could hear the way your name echoes in heaven, would you still treat yourself as ordinary? Hear me. This message is alive because your destiny is alive. The scriptures burn in my chest. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Psalm 27. That is the truth, pulsing in you right now. Beloved, I need you to do something holy and simple. Subscribe and share this message, not because it is content, but because it is a weapon. When you subscribe, it is like engraving your yes into the book of life, declaring that you belong to the army of the Radiant Dawn. And when you share, you set off a chain reaction that the enemy cannot undo, because whoever sees this because of you will join the army that terrifies hell. That is why Satan does not want you to share this. That is why he trembles when you even think of clicking the share button. I am not asking casually. I am pleading with trembling fire. Subscribe and share this, because heaven told me this is the only way the secret word at the end will be fully sealed over your life. If you keep it hidden, the blessing may pass by you. But if you proclaim it, if you mark it publicly, the seal cannot be broken. That is the clickbait sounding truth. But it is not bait, beloved. It is prophecy. And before I leave you with the trembling secret, I must thank you again. Thank you for not abandoning me when my voice cracked. Thank you for holding space for me when I shook. Thank you for staying, for listening, for being the radiant dawn heaven called you to be. You are more precious to God than you realize. Now, hear me in these final trembling breaths. the word Satan has feared you would hear, is eternity. That is the word your blood remembers, the word that binds you to heaven. Forever, radiant dawn of eternity, rise. Take your crown, shine your light, and never forget, I, Michael, will not leave your side. Beloved, radiant dawn of eternity, you are still here, and I cannot hide my tears of joy. Every moment you remain, you prove to heaven and to me that your heart is awake. Your spirit is listening, your soul is alive. Thank you, thank you, thank you for staying. You have no idea what this means to me, or what it means in the courts of heaven. I must open my trembling heart even further now, for there is something urgent and sacred I have been holding back until this very moment. Beloved, I do not ask this lightly, nor as a man asking for silver and gold. I speak as one who bleeds for you, who has fought demons with your name on my lips, who has been wounded again and again, so that you could still breathe tonight. And because of this, I must say something that feels heavy on my wings. You are not only being called to receive, you are being called to sustain. When you give, when you sow, when you support this holy flow through super thanks, through membership, you are not merely clicking a button. You are raising a sword with me. You are feeding the fire that keeps this prophecy alive in the earth. Without that, my voice risks falling into silence again. Do you know why this matters so much? Because hell is not afraid of one voice. It is afraid of the echo. And when you join, when you support, when you give even a small seed, it multiplies the sound of this cry into thousands of echoes across the earth. Every gift, every membership, every super thanks is not money in the eyes of heaven. It is oil poured into the flame that keeps Michael's sword burning on your behalf. Without that oil, the flame dims. With it, we blaze together, unstoppable. Beloved, I must be vulnerable. This is not easy for me to say. Angels are not beggars. But tonight I kneel before you because I know this. If you support this mission, if you keep this cry alive, then more souls will be saved, more chains will be broken, more destinies will be unlocked. And when your own hour of need comes, heaven will remember the way you sustained heaven's voice in the earth. It will rise as a testimony for you. Do not think lightly of this, for what you do now is being written in the books of eternity. As Scripture says, those who sow in tears will reap in joy. Psalm 126. I am weeping as I speak to you now, because this is a sowing moment. You may think your gift is small, but in the eyes of God it is a seed with eternal fruit. And beloved, if you cannot give much, give little. If you cannot give little, share. If you cannot share widely, share with one person who needs light. But please, please do not let this cry be in vain. I have fought too hard, bled too much, prayed too long to see it vanish into silence. So I plead, if you can, join through super thanks, through membership, through any act of giving, because this is not just support, this is warfare, this is oil, this is how you say, I will not let Michael fight alone. And at the very least, if you cannot give, then share this message. Share it, beloved, because the one who sees it through you may be the very soul heaven is trying to save. Share it because you may never know the miracle it will unlock in another life. This is my trembling cry, my raw plea, my final breaking moment. Do not let it pass by. Radiant dawn of eternity. Rise with me. Support if you can. Share if you must. But never remain silent, for silence is the enemy's greatest weapon, and your voice, your support, your act of faith is the sword that will strike him down. Beloved, will you fight with me? Will you keep this flame alive? Will you prove to heaven that your heart is not only open to receive, but strong enough to give? Beloved radiant one, let me speak softly now as though heaven itself were leaning close to your heart. Not to warn, not to plead, but simply to remind you of the beauty you have forgotten about yourself. You are more radiant than you realize. You carry a light that cannot be extinguished, even on your darkest days. When you laugh, Even when you think it is small or unworthy, heaven celebrates, because your joy is like music in places where there was once only silence. Do you know what you are? You are a miracle in motion, a living scroll written by God's own hand. The way you care, the way you endure, the way you rise again after being pushed down. These things are not small. They are proof that eternity is alive within you. The stars are not brighter than your soul, for the one who made them placed the same fire within your chest. You have been through storms, and yet, here you stand. Do you know how rare and beautiful that is? Many would have been lost, but you remained. Every scar on your heart is not shame. It is a testimony, a golden mark of survival, proof that you are stronger than every force that tried to erase you. Heaven sees those scars not as wounds, but as jewels that shine with a story of triumph. When you wake in the morning, even tired, even uncertain, the very act of breathing is a victory. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. You have not failed. You are still chosen. You have not been forgotten. You are still written on the palms of His hands. Beloved, there is a beauty about you that no mirror can reflect, a strength in you that no weight can crush, a love in you that no darkness can bury. You are not ordinary. You are a wonder, a light bearer, a walking answer to someone else's prayer. Lift your head, radiant one. You are more than enough. You are treasured. You are deeply loved. And no one, no power, no voice, no darkness can ever take that away from you. Beloved radiant one, let me continue to pour these words into your spirit, not as thunder, not as a cry of urgency this time, but as a river of quiet strength and unending beauty. You are more than you have ever allowed yourself to believe. You are not an accident of creation. You are the thought of God wrapped in flesh, a melody that heaven could not keep silent, a dream of eternity that had to be born into time. When you look at yourself and see flaws, heaven looks and sees only wonder. Every step you take on this earth shakes the unseen realm, because you do not walk alone. The very earth recognizes you as chosen. The wind bends around you with tenderness, and the stars themselves carry whispers of your name. You are not invisible, though sometimes you feel unseen. No, beloved, the angels know you, and heaven rejoices in you. Do you know how deeply cherished you are? There are moments you thought no one cared, but the truth is, your very existence has saved lives without you even knowing it. A word you spoke once in passing kept someone from despair. A smile you gave without effort lit up a heart that was falling into darkness. You have been the answer to prayers you never even heard. You, beloved, are a walking miracle to others. Your heart is stronger than the storms that broke against you. Every trial you faced, every disappointment that tried to shatter you, became the fire that purified your gold. That is why you still shine, even after the rain. You are proof that survival is not weakness, but strength. Proof that light always wins over shadows. When you laugh, heaven listens. When you cry, heaven collects every tear as though they were diamonds. When you speak, even softly, eternity bends to hear, because your voice matters. The same God who spoke galaxies into existence delights in the sound of your voice. Think of that, beloved. You are music to Him. Even the parts of you that you think are broken are not failures. They are places where light gets in. The cracks in your soul have only made you more beautiful, more compassionate, more alive. Do you not see? You are more radiant than before. Just as gold shines brighter when refined in fire, you too shine brighter because of what you've endured. Lift your eyes, beloved, for your story is not over. It is just beginning. There are chapters still waiting to be written in your life. Chapters filled with joy, with laughter, with healing, with miracles. Do not measure your worth by what has been lost. Measure it by the glory of what is still to come. For what awaits you is greater than what you left behind. You are the dawn after a long night. You are the song that breaks the silence. You are the candle in the dark room, small, yet mighty enough to drive away shadows. You are the living proof that beauty rises again, that love cannot be killed, that hope cannot be buried. Beloved, radiant one, know this: you are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too far gone. You are here, alive, breathing, shining, and that alone makes you victorious. You are loved beyond measure, carried beyond reason, and destined beyond imagination. And even now, as I speak, heaven leans close to remind you, you are enough, always enough, more than enough, forever enough. Beloved, radiant one, let me continue because I sense you still need to hear more, and I will not stop until your heart is overflowing with the truth of who you are. Do you know how extraordinary you are? You are not just living. You are carrying a light that no shadow can overcome. You may not feel it every day, but your very presence shifts the atmosphere around you. Even when you walk into a room silently, the unseen world notices. The heaviness begins to lift. The darkness begins to retreat. You carry within you a fire that cannot be quenched, a spark that has been guarded since before you were born. You are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are not the wounds that others gave you, nor the moments you regret. You are something far greater. You are the reflection of eternal love, made in the image of the one who never makes errors. When you look into the mirror and see only flaws, heaven looks and sees treasure. Your soul shines brighter than the moonlight, and your heart is a sanctuary where hope still dares to live. Every time you thought you could not go on, but did anyway, you proved your strength. Every time you whispered a prayer in the dark, not knowing if anyone heard, you were heard. Every time you chose kindness when anger would have been easier, you became a miracle. You are living proof that goodness exists. Beloved, you have not wasted your life. Even the quietest moments of your story are sacred. The nights you sat awake with tears, they became songs in heaven's book. The mornings you rose, weary but willing, they became testimonies of courage. Nothing in you has been wasted. Every moment, every breath, every trial has shaped you into someone radiant, someone rare, someone irreplaceable. Do you know how much joy you bring to others, even when you don't realize it? That gentle word, that unexpected smile, that small act of love, those things echo farther than you can see. They ripple through lives like waves, touching shores you will never step on. You are more influential than you imagine, more powerful in your softness than in anything else. The world may not always thank you, but heaven does. And your future, oh beloved, your future is painted with colors you have not yet seen. There are joys waiting for you that will make past sorrows seem like shadows of a long-forgotten night. There are doors prepared for you that no hand can shut. There are songs waiting in your heart that will rise at the appointed time, and they will heal not only you but others as well. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are chosen for beauty beyond comprehension. Lift your head, beloved soul. You are radiant. You are strong. You are cherished. Even your weakness is a doorway for grace. Even your silence is filled with unspoken power. You are not measured by what the world says about you. You are measured by the love that created you, and that love calls you priceless. You are the dawn that cannot be stopped. You are the promise that still stands. You are the living reminder that light always comes after night. Do not let despair tell you otherwise. You have survived too much to believe that your life is ordinary. It is not. It is holy. It is rare. It is beautiful. And even now, as you read, I want you to remember, you are loved more than you have ever known, more than words can express, more than eternity itself could contain. Loved without condition, loved without limit, loved always, forever, without end.